Hey stranger, Elaine, Aeris here. Welcome to my relaunch. It's actually a relaunch of a relaunch. Let's dive into some spooky stories and creepy photos, shall we? Hey Elaine, what links did you set up for yourself? What are we going to talk about today? I have no idea. We'll find out. So we have an encounter in a place called Michigan. Let's visit this story. It's just titled Michigan Encounter. And I got permission to use this back in December. So I would like to preface by saying that I know my neighborhood pretty good. I live like an hour west of Detroit in an area filled heavily with woods. I can see my neighbors, but the homes are in clusters and the layout of the homes are entirely random. There's a lot of woods around and plenty of wild animals. Animals I am familiar with as I've lived in Michigan my whole life and have a very outdoorsy family. I am familiar with who lives where and which homes are how far from me. So this person's very familiar with their neighborhood and what's up. So don't question them when they encounter something that they can't explain. I can't remember what that is, but if I picked it, it's probably interesting. So we're getting there. My brother had the first experience. We have a shed in our backyard. We've converted into a little clubhouse area just for fun. Cool. He and his friend were in there around midnight, after, but not sure what time, and he heard something moving outside, so they got really quiet to listen. Again, outdoorsy guy, so he was ready to jump on seeing some late night wildlife. But from the shed, the both of them actually heard the singing of a woman. Okay. I vaguely remember this now, and that's creepy. They made their plan to run inside, and my brother did a full check once they made it. He locked all the doors and windows, closed all the blinds. So, you have women out there choosing the bear, and these guys are in the same boat themselves. They're terrified of singing women. Women are choosing the bear, and men are choosing to run. Elaine, you're getting distracted, and you're going to have to edit this all out later, so let's... Gotcha. My brother is a pretty brave, educated kid, and I've never seen him so terrified. He said he could tell they were being watched, and that is not the first time anyone in the home has experienced that walking from their car to the front door or felt it through an open window. That feeling of being watched. Always listen to that feeling, guys. I feel like I'm being watched right now. Oh, it's you. I thought he was maybe, thank you for laughing at my joke. I thought he was maybe hearing something wrong until it happened to me. Am I gonna have to, okay, I'm gonna make a video about my personal haunting. I don't know when I'm going to make it, but I'm going to. It all started out with that feeling of being watched. That's how it started. Then it escalated, okay? So you watch out when you feel like you're being watched. Your survival instincts are telling you something, guy or girl. I thought he was maybe hearing something wrong until it happened to me. Dun dun dun! I got home at around 2 a.m. on a random Tuesday night. I got out of the car to go to the front door and I heard it too. It was very similar to the classic little girl going, la la la. Love that. Repeated in film a million times. Just la la la. La 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 la. My brother compared it to 50s music like Billie Holiday, but far less musical. No instruments, no other voices, just a woman. It sent chills down my spine, and I felt like I was being stalked. I bolted inside and locked the door and went right to my room. I thought maybe I could chalk this up to a convenient experience, but this was months after my brother's. I didn't even remember or make the connection until the next day. It was not a radio and it was not a TV. The genuine fear that shot through my body was unnatural. I understood how my brother felt. Not to be pedantic, but the fear was natural. You're reacting to something unnatural. Since then, we do not mess around outside. We go right in. My brother stopped going night hiking, and I stopped sitting in my car for a while before going in at night. But sitting in your car decompressing is the best. I swear, I've done that for an hour before. I rush right to my door because I don't ever want to hear that woman singing again or feel that feeling again. I completely forgot about it until my mom brought it up to me. She said the other night when she came home from the bar, mom's at the bar, around 2 a.m., she heard it too, and it scared her bad. She didn't believe either of us until she experienced it herself. I am sort of into cryptids, and I am mildly familiar with the lores and whatnot. I have no idea what this is or could be. Who knows? Maybe it's just the perfect noise at the right time, but I'm sure it's not a neighbor walking and singing from a direction where there are no houses, only thick woods. La, 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 la. We always feel watched. Being outside at night is always uncomfortable. We only have 3 instances of the singing over the course of, I'd say, 8 months, but it's really weird and I don't like it. I don't like it. Spitball some ideas with me so I can start going down a rabbit hole maybe. I'm not sure what's out there I'm unfamiliar with, but I'd rather be familiar than surprised. Okay, let's see what these Redditors had to say. My thoughts are one of 3. Someone's camping out in your woods. There's a spirit hanging around, or something is mimicking singing to draw someone out or make someone respond. Ew, that's the eeriest option to me, honestly. I'd say because it's outside, simply ignore it. No point in investigating. Best case is some wacko walking through the woods singing at 2 a.m. I just don't think that's what it was. I've heard accounts of dogmen. Dogmen. I need to look into that. I don't know how I feel about Dogmen guys. Okay. I've heard accounts of dogmen luring people using vocalizations, mainly by using a woman's voice. I guess I'm going to have to look into dogmen, even though it sounds redonk. Redonk. Also, Bigfoot, Sasquatch has been reported to mimic human sounds. See, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, we all know that's a gentle giant. So I would feel better if I knew it was him. I also lived about an hour west of Detroit. Last week, my wife and I were driving in the Tecumseh area, and I saw something very large and dark gray walking along the tree line at the edge of a field. What? There was a similar post to this that I think I read. It was in the Don't Whistle at Night one that I did. It's giving me notes that are reminiscent of that. I wonder if, without having to go back and watch my old video, which I do not like going back and watching myself. That is horrifying. Man, you want to give yourself the creeps? Watch yourself from the past. That's terrifying. That's more terrifying than any of these creatures. Your blood is literally pooling as you're sitting at your desk. I need to just stand right up. Even mentioning that gives me the creeps. Your blood is pooling. Stand up. Everyone stand up. All right. Everyone stand. If you're unable to stand up, I apologize. Just take a breath. Okay. The way we live our lives makes no sense to me. To me, it is incongruent with happiness. And that's insanity. So, you mean to tell me escapism is the only way to receive any sort of enjoyment or fulfillment? That's devastating. That, to me, proves that there are very dark things at work here, and we need to break out of them to find fulfillment. What did people say? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Skinwalker. That's the one that came up and made my skin crawl. Skinwalker. So skinwalkers, in theory, I wouldn't know. I haven't encountered one. Are said to mimic sounds. You never know. You never know what's out there at night. Okay, we have Goat Man. Let's look at this. Let's look at this and tell me what you think. Goat Man, a mysterious cryptid creature caught on camera in Turkey. See, that's how you always, when it's international, I mean, you guys might be international, but in America, we think that's the only country, so.
Ondan olabilir, evet. Korunuyor çünkü şimdi burası.
Ömer'e bak şu taş dikleşti. Orada öyle değil.
Ahmet sakın şu an her yerde.
Ha!
Ahmet bu boynuzu şaş yapar bu Ahmet. Boynuzu şaş yapar bak. Burayı koruyan boynuzu şaş yapar, bu çok güçlü. Çok güçlü ama sakın panik yapma bak. Başına büyük bir sıkıntı gelebilir, sakın panik. Aziz Ahmet'i dur. Ondan olabilir, evet. Korunuyor çünkü şimdi burası.
Look, I'm pretty good at picking up on acting. And they didn't really seem like they're acting to me. It's obviously some kind of mountain goat or ibex or ram. And it's very common for such animals to have highly reflective eyes when you shine a light on them at night. So everyone's just saying it's some kind of ram that's watching them. Bizarre ram? Probably Damascus goat. These people are very familiar with their goats. Oh, someone did point out front-facing eyes. Predator eyes are front-facing. They're hunter's eyes. Hunter's gaze. If you ever get locked in a hunter's gaze, run! Run! Don't get locked in a hunter's gaze. And then there is a link to a photo of goats at night and how their eyes may appear to be front-facing. Okay, I see it. I see you. No one seems to really believe this is anything other than a goat. Bummer. Although, was it like an extra creepy goat? Why are their pupils horizontal like that, though? That has always been odd. We might close it out on the goat, the hunter goat. Are you guys sad? Are you guys sad I'm leaving? Huh, okay. Come back next week, maybe. Come back next week, maybe. Ooh, okay. So... this Redditor's like, I recently saw this. Are there any real sightings or encounters with atmospheric cryptids such as these? And then space. You recently saw this? You recently saw this? You recently saw this? This. I'm sorry, I'm glitching out on this because what is that? You saw a wispy tendril-armed billowing beaked creature grabbing a plane? Is that what you saw that? As I leave you and go off to do real work, remember this. Keep an open mind about you, but keep your wits about you. Tread softly and carry a knife. That's the best advice I can give you. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, speaking of economy. If we're all going down, guys, I want you to look good, okay? So if you ever have any questions about this gear, okay? I am now a brand ambassador for Vozagoth, a pretty dang cool company that has some pretty dang cool stuff. This is a devil eye necklace, and I'm wearing some dagger earrings that are really dope. Here, let me see if can you see? These are shadow dagger earrings. Yeah, that's what they are. It's like my ears getting stabbed with a dagger. How cool is that? I have a promo code that's actually pretty cool. The third horseman, which is who I am. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I am actually the third horseman of the apocalypse. So I did come to warn everyone about famine. No one believes me though. You will go to vozagoth.com. You'll get 50% off and free shipping. Okay? Not even Amazon will do that for you. Okay? Use my code. Just go shopping. We're gonna go down in style, okay?